Trending news on naira scarcity. Hundreds of aggrieved Nigerians take over premises of CBN office in Marina, Lagos. Welcome to the news. Please listen to the details carefully. In Lagos, Marina, streams of protesters have stormed the premises of the Central Bank of Nigeria, protesting the scarcity of the new naira notes. Some of the protesters were lamenting the refusal of commercial banks to change the old naira notes. This is up on the heels of President Muhammadu Buhari's national address on Thursday, February 16, 2023, where he declared that 500 naira and 1,000 naira old notes ceased to be legal tender. President Muhammadu Buhari, in his national address, noted that the old 200 naira notes denomination can still be in use for the next 60 days. However, his decision has been greeted with criticism by his own governors and kinsmen in the northern region where he hails from, the likes of Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State, Governor Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State, Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, and a host of other governors of the All Progressive Congress (APC) have kicked against the president's declaration. Meanwhile, on social media, reveals that the crowd outside the premises of CBN office in Lagos could be summing up to 1,000. The video, which was seen on social media, the clip saw them ranting and wagging in anger and looking ready to cause mayhem if not controlled by security operatives. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, CP Idowu Owo-Unwa, has conducted an on-site assessment visit to the areas disrupted by violence. His visit was on the heels of the protest erupted in the Mile 12 area of Koshofe local government area. It was gathered that the protest started in the early hours of Friday, February 17, which, according to reports, was caused by the constant scarcity of naira. Hundreds of Nigerians, thousands, were seen outside the premises of CBN office in Marina, Lagos, after President Muhammadu Buhari gave a broadcast and said that only the 200 naira notes is the 200 naira denomination is a legal tender. The 500 naira and 1,000 naira are not to be spent any longer. Then the CBN came up and says the old notes of 500 naira and 1,000 naira should be taken to Apex Bank. That is why hundreds and thousands of aggrieved Nigerians trooped in their multitude to go to the CBN office in Marina, Lagos. It was seen that the crowds were angry. The crowds were not happy about the situation that is going on, having their money with them and can no longer spend it. Remember that President Muhammadu Buhari said that the old 200 naira denominations will be a legal tender in the next 60 days, and only that can be spent. The old 500 and 1,000 naira are no longer useful. And before CBN can only attend to few people because there are thousands that are standing in front of the CBN office. There has been scarcity in new naira notes, and ever since there has been scarcity, Nigerians have been protesting, which has been causing damages, destruction of properties, destruction of banks, burning down of banks, destroying ATMs, and burning tires on the road, blocking roads so that nobody will go or pass. But the presidential aspirant of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has begged and shown his plight to the Nigerians that he is not happy concerning what is going on in the country Nigeria, especially some major states whereby protest has taken place. He understands their plight concerning the naira scarcity and fuel shortages. The Nigerians should be patient with the CBN as all hands are on deck to make the new naira notes readily available in the country. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the former governor of Lagos State, particularly urged the youths to shun all form of violence and focus on the major task, which is the 2023 presidential election. They should not lose guard. They should focus on the election so they can vote for the candidate of their choice. The naira scarcity, which protesters have been seen in different states outside the CBN office. Protesters were seen outside the CBN office in Edo, and also they were seen in Ondo State, whereby in Edo State, one of the protesters was gunned down outside CBN office in Edo State. The protesters were protesting and the security operatives took charge, and straight bullet and someone was hit by a stray bullet. The angry protesters also stormed Ondo CBN to change their old naira notes, but despite that, they could not still have access to the new naira notes. The customers, which included commercial motorcyclists and drivers, the traders, the civil servants, the businessmen, and women who had beseeched their various banks in exchange for the old notes for the new notes, but were turned back by the officials because they are too much. The aggrieved resident in Akure, they stormed the CBN office in Alagbaka to register their displeasure over the rejection of old naira notes by the commercial banks in the state. Coming in now is that the CBN governor says that the 500 naira and 1,000 naira can now be deposited in commercial banks due to them seeing everything that is going on in the country, Nigeria. We have come to the end of the news. What's your take concerning this new naira notes? Please share your view with us in the comment section. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Thank you.